say what's happening, we say the facts and then they lie. We coming back for them, they might say, but they don't know. They say, they don't know.
What's going on, people? This is the SimFBallCritic on behalf of the Sim Standard. And as you can see there, I have the EA Sports Forums screenshot there for you to see. And I'm going to get into that in just a moment. But first, what I want to do is let me clarify some things. You know, there's only a few people, you know, definitely not as many that are supporting and understanding of what we're doing. But there are a few people who still, you know, seem to twist our words and, you know, say that we're bashing EA and, you know, we're nitpicking and, you know, there's no encouragement. We're all negative. And so let me just take some time again to, you know, reiterate basically what this channel is about. You know, as you guys know, you know, we're about simulation, the simulation standard, the Sim Standard, which means we are here to showcase the fundamentals, aspects of games, mainly football. You know, the channel was primarily built around football, so that's what we promote, fundamental football. That's it. We have no intention on bashing EA Sports or any company for that matter. You know, we're merely supporters, if you will, because we showcase things that needs to be in your game. You know, how many other videos have you seen from all of us, you know, the facilitators of this channel? How many videos have you seen where we're glorifying things that were done right? We've done that with 2K5. We've done that with All Pro Football 2008. We've also done that with Backbreaker. And Backbreaker, we all know, definitely was not a perfect game. But a lot of the on-field aspects as far as physics and at times AI, some of those things they got right, so we showcase that. And, you know, I have to take my hats off to the good folks, you know, at Backbreaker, Natural Motion, because, you know, they've actually taken the time to actually reach out to the community and ask, you know, okay, how can we improve? You know, they conceded, if you will. They understood that their game wasn't perfect. They stated that in the beginning. There's a lot of things that they stated clearly before the game dropped would not be in their game. So I'm not giving them a pass. We never did. None of us did. We all can agree and say that game definitely was not perfect. It wasn't up to par. But we can also agree that a game of like Madden, a game of your stature at this day and age, you guys should be well beyond what we're seeing right now. So that's what the channel is about, man. It's about getting the best possible representation of a simulation video game, football video game, and our console. That's all we want. You know, if Madden 12 turns out to be a phenomenal game, then guess what? We'll be playing Madden 12. All right, so now that's been said, let me move on. Okay, now, as you can see in the intro, it's funny how moderators, particularly at EA Sports and Operation Sports, they seem to allow things that are more in representation of them. But if you have any opinion, or if you say anything slightly negative, or if you promote anything else, you get banned. You know, a lot of you guys can share that story. You know, I was banned last week. I knew they would get me at some point. The videos that I was showcasing had nothing to do with bashing EA Sports. If I can recall it, all the videos that I put up was telling EA Sports, hey man, these are the type things you need in your game. You know, hope you can get this in. And I get banned. But I'm going to read to you a post here. I'm going to read parts of the post. I'm not going to read the whole thing. But I'm going to read to you a couple posts, you know, from a guy here on EA Sports. And, you know, I'll put the link in the description because I think it's very important for us all, you know, you all to see this. And definitely check this out. And, you know, leave your comments and your thoughts. I'd like to hear what you guys think. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the first one here. So the game has bugs. So the game has its unrealistic moments. So what? Why should I be persuaded to believe that something I enjoy playing isn't really fun? Yes, it can be frustrating when you encounter a bug, or when a coverage is blown, or when you've given up a first down on a second consecutive 4th and 10. But, once more, why should I care as much as these guys want me to care? And the first thing that's funny about that is he says, why should he care as much as these guys want me to care? You know, who's twisting your arm? Who wants you to care so much? I don't recall any of us ever saying that. We're basically showing what we feel. That's opinion based. You know, I've said numerous times in my videos, if you like Madden the way it is, hats off. You know, my only problem with the EA, as far as Madden is, they keep calling it a simulation game. So I'm here to show you why it's not and what you need to do to make it simulation. All right, so let's take a look at another paragraph and show you'll get a kick out of this one. These guys will never get my support because their purpose is so far out of line with reality. Okay, so I guess the simulation that we show is not reality. Okay? If Madden is your livelihood and your next meal comes from you winning a wager over a video game, I would still spite your gripes because you're clearly unwilling to do legitimate work and unwilling to make a meaningful contribution to human society. But more likely, you're a kid with a controller and a keyboard, and you have nothing better to do with your life. That's kind of funny, man. I can't even comment on that one. All right, let's go to the next one I'll read here. It frustrates me to see this resource thoroughly polluted by such a fan base as this. If you love football, you don't have to hate Madden. If you hate Madden, you don't need to make everyone else hate it. If you hate Madden, consider these more fruitful options. Organize a group to program your own video game. Recruit players for your own leagues. Consider a new hobby. Y'all hear this? This is a guy. This is his opinion. Consider a new hobby. Make your own game. Why do you campaign so hard? Y'all see where I'm going with this? Because we're asking for simulation. Why is this guy campaigning so hard to stop us? That's funny. All right, I'm gonna read a couple more. And actually, this is going to be the last one. If you hate Madden, you may continue doing so. In the meantime, I call on Electronic Arts, which is EA, and the forum moderators to shamelessly delete references to the Sim standard and to ban those users who violate forum policies concerning material which is deemed damaging to Electronic Arts commercial interests. Wow. Do you hear that? Material which is deemed damaging to Electronic Arts commercial interests. Wow. Now, they're talking to us on this one. Let me read you this. You, the Sim Standard, are an unreasonable batch of folks indicted by a world full of people with legitimate problems. You go beyond bringing evidence of Madden's failings. You go beyond bringing ideas to improve Madden. Wow, let's read that again. You go beyond bringing ideas to improve Madden. You seek to destroy the franchise, and this community has no benefit in helping you to do so. That is so funny to me, man. Correct me if I'm wrong, and I'll call out you guys to do this. Do y'all recall any time, me personally, I don't think any of my other guys here that facilitate this channel has done so. Have I ever tried to destroy Madden? I mean, you might hear us talk a little more, spiteful or with a little more frustration here lately because of, how they came at us so blatantly in the podcast. But I've always wanted to showcase these things to show Madden what they're not doing. It's a counteract. You're telling me it's in the game. You're telling me it's what I see on Sunday. And now you're telling me it's true to the game. So if it's true to the game, my question has always been, why is this not there? That's it. I'm not trying to destroy you. I can't destroy you. Who knows? But That's funny to me, guys. So I don't know. I didn't want it to go on too long. It's about to wrap up here, but leave your comments. Let me know what you think. Like always, let us know how y'all feel about this guy, and I'm just very interested in seeing how everyone else feels.